Yeah. So do you believe that the immaterial has causal power, Shark?
Uh, does the immaterial have causal power? Yeah,
Okay, we can debate that.
all words have causal power.
We can debate that.
Okay.
So the proposition is that the immaterial has causal power. Is that what?
Hang on, by causal power, can we flesh that out real quick?
Yeah, you should flesh that out.
Because when I'm saying it, I'm saying that these words are going to be a part of the process in which things are instantiated. I hold that all things that are going to exist with will.
Yeah. So causal power is going to be like affect change or make change in reality.
Does this include will?
Will.
Yeah.
And how are you cashing out will?
Causal powers.
Will is causal power?
Yeah. Like we can even throw like intentionality in there too.
Okay, sure.
Like think of like here, let's flesh out like a universal, for example. The universal for knowledge would be a knower knowing what is known. And I hold that these things are in an interconnected relation. They're causing things. So if you say a universal to me, the reason the universal exists is because of their perfect relation that is being willfully instantiated. Well, it's like justice is, and then through their relations, things like love allow creation to occur, and then we can instantiate rationally how to implement justice and mercy and truth and things like that.
Yeah, so I would say that the causal power comes from. So yeah, I would go against that and saying the causal power.
Okay, so hold on, wait. So, Hatim, do you agree with this debate? So the proposition is that the immaterial has causal power. Do you agree
Yeah,
with the debate?
I'm the opposition on that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the affirmative, so he starts. Okay, great. So
Okay.
Shark, we're gonna put a 10-minute timer on you, or sorry, you know what I mean. A timer on you, and then you start whenever you say your first word.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going to make this like hella simple. The proposition is just going to be words are if words cause change and words are immaterial, then I win this debate. P2, words are immaterial and cause change. Conclusion, I won this debate.
Is it my turn?
Go ahead. It's back and forth. It's an open discussion.
Oh, okay. It's back and forth. Yeah, so the words are not going to be causal just by thinking them, or even if you do think them, right? The material there is going to be your neurons, which are firing off in a certain power pattern that's allowing you to think, that's telling your mouth to move, that's telling your diaphragm to speak. And then those vibrations in the air are physical, which reach your ear and reach your eardrum, which are physical things. Then allow the electricity neurons from the ear to relay information to the brain, which then interprets the information to the brain for you to even understand what somebody else is saying, or even hear them first and then understand them. So all of that are physical as far as I understand it. None of that is immaterial, except maybe like the concept of it happening. But the concept doesn't have causal power. It's the concept being instantiated in reality that's going to be the causal power. And that instantiation is all physical.
It's physical?
The words are affected physically, but no, words are not physical.
Words are not physical. Do words cause change?
No.
Okay, so when people are being mean to you, riling you up with their words, are they creating a cause in you or some kind of effect?
The word itself, no, but the vibrations in the air, which I interpret,
Yeah.
right, physically, using my thoughts, which are physical.
Yeah, you use your vibrations, which are physical, to conceptualize the words, right?
So
When you-
the concept doesn't.
Here, could I just real quick?
So the concept.
You perceive.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. The vibrations, right? I'm doing right, right. There's a difference between noise, sound, and words, right? Right. So the words are going to be conceptual reference that your body is perceiving conceptually, right? So the concept of whatever word I say, monkey, right? Right? Now you have this concept, which you agree is immaterial, that is causing your body to react.
No. So the only way that I could even interpret is through the physical thing, right? Because my brain is a physical thing that's interpreting what I'm hearing through my eardrum, which is another physical thing, which is intercepting the vibrations, which is another physical thing. If we remove anything physical from there, there's no way for you to put any effect through words to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of course.
without physicality, you're never going to get any causal effect. So that's why I'm making the argument that you can't have causal power without the physical.
Hang on. The proposition was not that they're not synthesized. I grant you that they're synthesized, right? But your proposition is that the immaterial does not have any causal power whatsoever. And I'm saying that with objective and subjective and physical and conceptual and material and immaterial, they are synthesized in a state which are causing each other to have effects.
When you say synthesize in a state, what do you mean?
They're working in harmony together. They're not contradictory. The material and immaterial are coexisting.
Yeah, but you can remove the concept and still have causal power just with the physical.
Well, that's a presupposition. I don't grant that.
Yeah, look, imagine I don't even understand when you're shouting at me, right? I don't understand the content of what you're saying.
You would understand anger. You would understand the concept.
The content. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Are you talking like content is like behavior here?
No, content as in the meaning of the words.
Is meaning subjective
okay.
is meaning subjective or
Okay,
objective?
you could just say loud, right? Loud.
No, what does meaning here mean?
Like understanding the intention behind the words being said.
Is understanding physical or immaterial?
That's definitely a physical concept.
To understand.
Yeah, because the understanding happens in your brain.
Do you understand without concepts?
Do I understand without concepts? No, the concepts are going to be just thoughts, and thoughts are physical, which are the neurons in your brain.
Thoughts are physical?
Yes, because their thoughts are, any thought that you have is going to be a pattern of neurons.
Are concepts physical?
Concepts are not physical, but when you think of a concept, it is.
What's the difference between a concept and a thought?
A concept is just a category of a thing that doesn't need to be thought of. A thought is required for somebody to think it.
Wait, no, I'm confused. What can a category exist mind independently?
Categories don't exist.
What about a concept? Do concepts exist mind independently?
Concepts don't exist.
Concepts don't exist at all in any category. And
Well,
thoughts are okay.
If you say any category, that it seems like you're just saying are concepts logically possible.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, of course, I'm not saying are they physical, right? Like the
Well,
words.
obviously, if all you're saying are concepts logically possible, duh, of course.
No, are words concepts?
Are words logically possible? Yes, of course.
Are thoughts logically possible?
Yes, of course.
So thoughts are concepts.
The thoughts are logically possible. Yes, anything can be conceptualized. Yes.
So you're saying thoughts. What did you say?
Anything can be conceptualized, but
you just said thoughts are physical.
You're not listening. I didn't say thoughts are only physical, because
Okay.
obviously any given thing can also be conceptual.
Okay, cool. So if it's the case that something physical could be instantiating it, but that same physical thing could be conceptual, then how do you have a clear symmetry breaker between what the causal power is?
The symmetry breaker is going to be how you can have one without the other, right? So
That's a
you can-
presupposition.
Well, I'm about to make the argument, so it's not a presupposition if you just allow for the argument to go.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you can have causal power. For example, let's say you have 0 concepts in your head, right? You're like a blank slate, right? Somebody can still affect you in some way when you have like a loud noise, right? And the loud noise, right, can be from somebody's mouth affecting you. You have no understanding of what the content is being said from this person's mouth.
Right, but would you?
But
Okay, sorry.
but you're
Sorry.
affected. But you're affected by the loud noise because it's physical.
Okay, forgive me, but wasn't the original proposition that immaterial things don't or can't cause change. But now it seems like the proposition has moved to conceptual things or immaterial things are a part of the causal chain.
You haven't provided an argument.
But
Yeah, you haven't provided an argument that there's something immaterial on its own can instantiate change.
that wasn't the proposition.
Then what do you think? So what's the proposition? That it can affect change plus something else?
Yeah, the proposition is it's going to be something that is going to have causal powers.
Yeah, but does it have causal powers simpliciter, or does it only cause things when it's attached to something else that has causal power?
If the immaterial thing is what is causing the physical, then yeah, of course.
So the question is, does the concept on its own have causal power? That's the question.
It can, yeah.
Okay, so how does it?
Because it can instantiate real things within the universe.
How?
Through will, through intentionality, through
Yeah.
perfect relations.
Can you give me an example of something purely conceptual without any physical thing related to it, given having causal power? Can you give any example?
I don't even understand the question.
Yeah, because you're the one saying that there are conceptual pure things that have causal power, and so surely you must have an example.
Yes. The example, like, wait, without the physical?
Yeah, because that's what you said.
That's gibberish. I would not.
Wait, you literally said that. You literally said that a few seconds ago.
No, I would never listen. No. I'm saying, okay. The example that I would give
Please
you.
run the clip back, guys. He literally said that.
I would include the physical because it would strengthen my epistemology. I wouldn't weaken my own honest lived experience of instantiating concepts, of being influenced and affected by immaterial concepts. Right? This would weaken my position.
So in other words, there is nothing solely immaterial that has causal power, correct?
What? No, I don't grant that.
So there is. So which is it? There is or there isn't?
I would say that there is, and we have evidence of that through our physical experience.
Yeah, which is? I haven't heard an example yet. I've been asking for 2 minutes now.
Yeah, love could be an example.
How? Because love is an emotion that's physical in the brain.
I don't grant that. I hold that love is willing the good of another, even at the expense of self-sacrifice.
And time.
No, but let him finish his last sentence. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, or just simplistically willing the good of another, which is what the Trinity promotes. It promotes the eternal being who is eternally relational. That would be love.
Okay, all right. So that's
All right.
time.
Judges, what you got?
Love you, team.
Love you too, Shark.
All right, judges.
Yeah, we agree that Cage was going to go first.
You guys do this on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, I take it that the argument Shark gave was a little bit odd. I take the original proposition that was established that wanted to be debated was, can things that are immaterial have causal powers? Now, it sounded like the argument was something like for all things or for all concepts that are instantiated, if those concepts are immaterial, then immaterial things have causal powers. The problem is, and I think what Hatim pointed out very well during the debate, was how all concepts require some type of uh, physical token to, and have some type of change to enact. So I take it that Hatim won because of some type of reductio that he gave, whilst maybe it wasn't a reductio, but I take it that the concepts the immaterial having causal powers wasn't established as true.
Guys, the poll is up. You have a minute to vote.
I voted for a team.
Also, Kaysen or Jim?
Yeah, Kaysen said he was gonna go second.
Yeah, I also voted for Hatim. I thought, Shark did good in his opening, or like whenever he started. I don't know if you want to call it an opening, but you know what I mean. He did good in the beginning, but kind of similar to what Cage said. I think the example or what Hatim brought up wasn't, or there. wasn't enough time to address that, or Shark didn't really know how to address that. Either one, it wasn't addressed, and I think that was a good point.
Jim?
I think I give it to him.
I kind of like was trying to see. One of the questions that Hatim brought in the debate was whether we have examples of something immaterial on its own, like having some type of causal power. And I think that when Shark conceded that words are the type of things that we synthesize, and there's a process that's physical that motivates our action. I don't think that was sufficient enough to show that words in and of themselves are causal, or like these immaterial entities are causal on their own. So I'm going to give it to Hatim as well.
Your game, Hatim. Hey, thank you for
Good
letting me
game,
out.
bro.
GG judges. Hatim, have fun, brother. Love you.
Thank you, Shark, for coming up.
Later, Shark.
So Shark has won three.
Shark has 3, so we're gonna keep that up because right now Shark has the streak. Hatim has 1 on the board, so we'll leave that at 1 until he is kicked off, or until he beats Shark.
Right. Hatim, you're king of the hill. Congratulations.
Hallelujah.
Nice. I guess Bobby G dropped, so Haru is
Oh
next.
man, the Nigerian is scared of the Moroccan. It's crazy.
All right. So Haru, you have any of these topics that you want to debate Hatim on?